Did you know that there are over 10 quintillion insects at any given time on Earth? This is according to entomologists' estimates, and that is a huge number. That is basically 10 followed by 18 zeros. So there are absolutely a ton of insects on planet Earth, far more than us humans, and they are finding creative ways to survive, and not just survive, but thrive. You see, insects need the same things for survival that we humans need. They need a kind of warm place to stay, they need some food, some water, some shelter from predators, and there is no better place for this than your home. Inside of your home, they are going to have temperature control so that way it never gets too hot or too cold. They are going to have shelter from outside predators that would otherwise eat them. And they're also going to have a ton of access via your garbage bins to food and water. However, while they might be extremely happy inside of your home, we are not. So in this little content right here, we're going to share with you some quick tips so that way you can make sure that your home is insect proof, so that way you don't get any bugs sneaking into your home and potentially causing problems. So our first tip is to make sure that you seal up all cracks and openings. You need to take a close look at your screens, windows, and doors, and if you see any cracks or holes, then you need to caulk them or repair them. You can also add new weather stripping around your door to not only keep out cold drafts, but also pesky bugs. Little cracks and openings are like wide open doors for bugs. These creatures are so small and they can sneak in, and as soon as they get in, it can grow into a much bigger problem than it actually needs to be. So make sure you have a close investigation of your home, and if you notice that you have any cracks or openings, then make sure you get those sealed up, because otherwise insects might be coming in. Our next tip is to make sure that you clean up the kitchen. So if you have attractants, then bugs and all other types of wild animals are going to love to come inside of your home. So what we mean by cleaning up the kitchen is to make sure that everything is properly packaged, you don't have any scraps sitting out, because if you have any leftovers, even the teeniest crumbs, while those crumbs wouldn't do anything for us and we might even hardly notice them, for insects this is a huge meal. So it's basically like having a luxury feast, all in a, for the most part, safe environment for them. So make sure that when you're done at the kitchen, you absolutely clean up everything. And if you don't be surprised when you see an army of ants start to come out and picking up the leftovers. Our next tip is to dry up damp areas. Bugs are not only seeking food, but they're also searching for water. And some home-invading pests, such as silverfish, springtails, and house centipedes, prefer to hang out in damp places. So make sure you fix any leaky faucets, drains, or pipes. And make sure your air conditioner, washing machine, and dryer are all working properly. In areas of your house that is always damp, like the basement, make sure that you're running a dehumidifier. And don't forget to check the attic to make sure that it's dry as well, because the attic is where several wild creatures and insects like to hang out. Our next tip is to clean and sweep regularly. So good housekeeping helps keep bugs away, especially in the kitchen where food crumbs can accumulate. Empty trash cans regularly and vacuum weekly. Don't forget to clean your kitchen sink and bathtub drains, because drain flies will live in there and fly out to look for food. Use a drain cleaner on a regular basis to keep these pests from becoming a problem, and avoid stacks of magazines, newspapers, and boxes, because cockroaches love to hang out in those. Our next tip is to keep the outside free of debris. So if you have firewood stacks or compost bins or yard waste, this is a great place for not just insects but all types of wild creatures to hide out. And the reason for this is because it gives them a feeling of safety and protection. So for example, if you have little rodents, they would like to hide in these little yard waste things outside. And the reason for that is because they're not going to get seen by birds, they're not going to get seen by cats or dogs. So it's going to be safer for them, but also for the insects. And what the yard waste is going to do is it's just going to give wild creatures and bugs a chance to live outside of your home, which is just going to bring them one step closer to eventually infesting your home. Our next tip is to kill the bugs you see. So when you do realize that you have a bug problem, you should definitely call us at 855-WILDLIFE or find a way to get rid of them yourself. And this is very important, but you need to do so carefully. In the case of ants, for example, you could kill one ant, but 1,000 more will just come. Or if it's an insect like a wasp or a bee, if you kill it, it will just trigger all of the other insects to start attacking you. So when you do have an insect problem, or if they have already gotten in, then it's very imperative that you get rid of the problem as soon as possible, because once the insects start mating inside of your home, the problem is only going to grow exponentially and it's just going to get more and more expensive. So whether you're going to contact us to fix the problem or you're going to solve it yourself, do it as soon as possible, because if you wait even just a few days, the problem could grow a ton more and just get that much more time consuming or expensive to deal with. So I hope you enjoyed this little bit of content right here. If you have any questions, feel free to call us at 855-WILDLIFE or check out our website at wildlifexteam.com. This is Michael, and I hope you're having an awesome day, and we'll see you later.
They're out there looking for a home, and they found one. Yours. They want that cozy place in your attic or under your foundation. Give them enough time, and you'll be paying big bucks to fix their damage. Wildlife X Team specializes in removal and prevention of wildlife infestation, responsibly and professionally. Wildlife X Team has earned the top-rated award from Home Advisors because they're experts at what they do. Just one call, and they're gone. 855-WILDLIFE or wildlifexteam.com.